Hi, I'm Brandon Reyes with T.R.U and AXCEL Archery, and I want to be the first to welcome you to the 2021 online trade show. We all agree that 2020 has been a crazy year, but we want to put that behind us. We've been working hard for you, creating new products to drive people to your stores, and in doing so, we want to give a quick shout out of those products that we've designed for you, and we want you to check them out on this online session. The first product that we'll be releasing is the extension. Then the Accu Hunter with AccuStat Scope, the HBC Flex, the Rave Pinky, the Copperhead GS, the new Acclaim stabilizers, and finally the Landslide crossover hunting / target sight. Check them all out at our ATA page, and also be sure to check out the really cool show specials. We've incorporated the same show specials as we always do, and 2021 will be no different.
Hi, I'm Mark Rentz, and I'm in product design for T.R.U AXCEL, and today I'd like to introduce to you our newest wrist strap release. It's called the Extension RT, and it is a tension release, and it can also be a relaxed trigger release. Please check out our specials on the ATA page, and following is a video to show you a little more about the new release. Hello, today I'd like to introduce our newest release and show you some of the finer points of it. It's called the Extension RT. The extension is referring to that it's a pressure release. The RT is that the release can also be shot as a relaxed trigger if you set it up for a relaxed trigger. It's got what looks like a trigger. Now, unless you're shooting it as a relaxed trigger, this is not a trigger. It's more of a handle. It's a safety. Same way with this button on this side here. When you pull this release back, you have to pull it with your finger on here and on here. You have to pull the release with pressure on these. And then when you get it back into position, then you release your fingers or lighten your fingers and you just pull. It has our new tri-bail technology, which is three hooks in one, so it's always ready for the next shot. There's a micro adjust nut right here. There is a lock screw on the opposite side. If you want to adjust this release, you loosen the screw and then you turn this nut either clockwise or counterclockwise, depending on which direction that you want to go. And then you re-snug up the lock. So you're going to set that up depending on your bow. Now, if you want to shoot it as a relaxed trigger, you're going to set it up about 5 pounds under your hold weight. And then when you get it back, when you get over your cams, the second you release pressure, the release is going to go off.
Hi, I'm Ben Summers. I'm the Vice President of T.R.U and AXCEL Archery, and I'm just here today to tell you about the Accu Hunter sight with the AccuStat Scope. And this is a really special one because we've been selling an Accu Hunter for a long time, but when I would go to different dealer shows like the NABA show or the ATA show, I would always get a request for an Accu Hunter with a multi-pin setup. So this is a really big deal. A lot of people like that really quick adjust Accu Hunter with a multi-pin setup. So this will be exactly what you need. And here's the video that will explain everything that it has to offer.
Hi, Real Wild here, and today we're going to introduce the 2021 HPC Flex. Super excited about this release, kind of has a special spot in my heart. One of the first releases I got to design with TR.U, and it has just been really successful, one of the best I've ever seen. For this year, what they're adding is a flexible finger, but we really wanted to emphasize that we kept the taper so that it has that comfort and feel that everybody has grown to love with the HPC, but it adds the extra feature being able to move that finger back and forth and get it even more personable. I will tell you, I've had mine for about a month and a half, and being able to change that finger has really changed the way the wreath feels and how it breaks in my hand. With the HPC, we've kept the head with the simple adjustments on it that are really, just a staple of it, being able to loosen the set screw, adjust it, and then see on the gauge, the hot or the cold. We've kept that because it was just so successful and such an awesome part of the head. We've also done a new coating this year, a tungsten coating. Really strong, really a nice different feel. There will be the Quicksilver still available, but this is the one I'm going to be really rolling this year. Just a lot of nice new features for the year that I think will make this release even better than it already was, and I felt like it was one of the best on the market. If you ain't got your chance to get your hands on one, I would get out to the dealer and be one of the first ones because they're going to go quick.
Hi, my name is Tristan Mason. I'm the AXCEL site engineer here at TR.U and AXCEL Archery. I want to tell you about our new Acclaim stabilizer. It's our 550 diameter all-around stabilizer. And check out this video for more features.
Hi, I'm Brandon Reyes with AXCEL Archery, and I'm here to introduce our latest product, and that is the new Acclaim target stabilizer. We set out to create the stiffest mid or small diameter carbon stabilizer that you can purchase, and that's what we have done here. This is a 550 size diameter bar. Originally we had designed a 500 and a 650. However, this is a mid-range that is super stiff. It is equivalent to our current 650. There's none stiffer than the 550 that you see here. So the cool thing about this diameter is it's a great all-around size, whether it be recurve shooting where you're outside or in the wind, or if you are a compound shooter and you're going to use a lot of weight on the end of the bar, this super stiff bar is going to be a great choice. So it's kind of a in-between that can be used for anything. So with that, you see it's got a different finish. This finish is a carbon twill finish. It's going to be coming to you like you see here with the 3 ounces, the 2 ounce stack and the 1 ounce stack of the 1 inch weights. And also the Kryptos Arc is all going to be part of your purchase. The Acclaim stabilizer is also going to come with this really cool new feature, and this is the X-Vibe adjustable vibration damper. The really cool thing about this is that it can move along the whole carbon surface of this stabilizer. That's really nice because if you're using a lot of weight on the end, you can adjust it to where it takes out the movement or the slow vibrations that you feel after the shot. One thing I want to mention about the X-Vibe vibration dampener is that we have worked with Matthews on designing this, and we've used their patents as far as the rubber and the weight's concerned. So this rubber ring that slides along the surface has the weight, and this thing weighs 3.25 ounces on the external part of that rubber. So where you have weight on the rubber is where it's going to move. It's not just rubber setting on a carbon shaft. So the weight around the rubber is what's going to cause the most amount of vibration reduction. So check that out. That's the X-Vibe. That also will be sold separately, but it's currently going to be made to fit the 550, and we will have it as well for the 500 and the 650s. So for any more information about the new Acclaim target stabilizer, check us out on the web at accelarchery.com.
Hi, Mark Runts again with TR.U AXCEL. Today I'd like to introduce our newest handheld release. It's the Pinky Rave, or the Rave Pinky if you prefer. It's in the Rave and T-Rex family, whereas if you know, the T-Rex is a 4-finger button release, thumb activated, and the Rave is a 3-finger button release, thumb activated. The Rave Pinky is activated with the pinky. It's got full adjustability, competition grade sears and fully adjustable. Please check out the video that's following. That'll give you a little more insight into it. And please check out our ATA page for our show specials.
Hey guys, I'm Reagan Bryan and I'm an avid bow hunter and competition archer. Introducing the newest addition to the T.R.U release lineup, the Rave Pinky. The T.R.U Rave has been one of our most popular releases for shooters that shoot tournaments and hunt as well like I do. We decided to offer a version with a beautifully crisp pinky trigger for shooters looking for an alternative to a thumb release without going to back tension. The Rave Pinky offers a thinner and lightweight body while keeping the same competition grade hardened stainless steel sear for durability. It also offers the same jaws for a simple pinch to close cocking mechanism that is ultra quiet for setting up your shots in the woods. There are built-in travel and sensitivity adjustments that allow you to set a heavier trigger like many pinky triggers do. Be sure to check with your local dealer soon to get your hands on the new T.R.U Rave Pinky for your 2021 seasons.
Hi, I'm Brian Summers and I'm Vice President of T.R.U and AXCEL Archery. I wanted to introduce today the Copperhead GS. The Copperhead has been one of our top selling releases for a while, so we decided to add a new connection to it, the global swivel. That's what the GS stands for. Here's a video to show you the features, and also check us out on the ATA show specials.
Hi, my name is Tristan Mason. I'm the AXCEL design engineer. I want to tell you today about our AXCEL Picatinny sight mounting systems. We were approached by Hoyt earlier in the year to retrofit a current hunting sight that we have to fit their new inline mounting system for their bows. So the first thing we set out to do is we wanted to make this work for all of our current hunting sights that we have, as well as our new Landslide slider sight. What Hoyt has done in this inline system is given you the ability to mount your sight on the front of the bow with a Picatinny rail system. This system is well known in the industry. It's extremely strong. And what this does is it frees up the side of the bow and gets your sight in front of the bow using a Picatinny system. Hoyt's giving you 3 adjustments up and down. And so what we've done is retrofitted all of our current sights and the new sight, the Landslide, to fit that. So we have an ArmorTech, a ReaTech model, we have AccuTouch, Accu Hunter model, as well as the new Landslide. One of the things that we really wanted to give you the option to do was an adjustment this thing in and out. On a typical bow mount, you have 3 positions to move your sight in and out, and it gets your scope diameter right with your peep sight. So we wanted to give you that adjustment on these as well. So in addition to having the 3 up and down adjustments, we've given you 3 in and out adjustments. So it's really the most versatile Picatinny system that there is for these sights. Another feature that we added was this knob. Unscrew, you can't lose your clamp. So it makes it really secure. You're not going to lose anything in the field while you're hunting. Another thing we added is in mounting this back to the bow, if you don't feel that the knob is secure enough with your hands, it gets pretty tight with your hands, but if you don't feel like it's secure enough, we've added an Allen wrench key in here so you can also tighten that snug up right there. We were really excited to partner with Hoyt on their inline Picatinny mounting system. Check with your dealer to get this on your bow in 2021.
Hi, I'm Brandon Reyes, Marketing Director of T.R.U and AXCEL Archery, and I'm here to introduce the new slider sight for 2021, the Landslide. I'm out here on the line where the sights are going to be made, but we need you to check out all of our information online at the ATA Virtual Trade Show for show specials and for all the features of the new Landslide sight. Hi, I'm Brandon Reyes with AXCEL Archery, and I'm here to go over the features of the new Landslide, either hunting sight, target sight, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of a combination of both, or can be used for any application. So, some of the really cool features, I've got mine set up here on my bow. I have a Pro model, and then I also have a direct mount model laying here on the table. So as you can tell, there are a lot of options in that regard, whether you want direct mount or you want the ability to dovetail it on or off your bow, as well as the scope choice. We have options where there's multiple pin scope housings or single pin scope housings. So with that, I'm going to kind of continue on and go through the features within the sight itself and kind of explain the logic and why we come up with the sight and for the different reasons and the different purposes within those features. So the first one, because we're talking about the scope housing, I'm going to show one of my favorite things, and that is the ability to take this scope housing off and replace it with a different one. So we've got this thumb screw here, and you can loosen this thumb screw, and the nice thing is if you loosen it only a half a turn, that thing will not come off, so you're not going to lose it in the field. This has to be turned about 4 complete rotations before this housing can come off. And then even at that, it's located in several different locations to where it contacts the windage slide, so it doesn't come off very easy and you're not going to lose your scope. So I've got my multi-pin housing. I can take it off, put a single pin housing on if I wish, or I can just dismantle it like this should I need it to come apart for traveling in a case. If I'm flying somewhere, it packs really nice. So that's a really cool feature that we've not had on our hunting sight lineup before that we have now with this removable block. So you can get additional blocks if you wish for multiple different scopes. And the nice thing is if this gets back on really easy and locates to where it gets back in the same location every time, and you can tighten it up super tight and it's not going to come loose as well. Continuing on, the windage. The windage has got a lot of cool features that we've incorporated from our high-end target sight, but we have added the amount of length of windage, so it's less likely to have to use an offset block with this amount of range of windage. So it's got the micro adjust click knob here, and then on the underside here you can see a detent lock that allows your windage to be locked out. That come from the Achieve XP lineup. So then you just depress that in and you can micro adjust left and right. On the bottom here we have the ability to tighten up the head should you feel any play or over time you feel play, you want to take that out. There's 2 set screws on the bottom here that take a 50 thousandths Allen wrench that you can slightly tweak. I'm saying not like a half a turn at a time, but maybe a 1/16 of a turn each time that you may feel a little bit of play in your housing. Just tighten those 2 little screws up and that'll tighten your entire windage and your housing up. With the AccuStat 2 scopes, I haven't mentioned yet, but this is a new design for last year. The AccuStat 2 scope has a new and improved rheostat cover that allows you to the amount of natural light to get to your pins to be dimmed should you need it. I know with over 18 inches of fiber here, the pins are super bright in a natural outdoor setting, and about 90% of the time I have mine closed to where there's just minimal light coming in from the top. You can choose these, and 3 or 5 pin models are factory standard. They can be custom made with multiple pin sizes, multiple colors. That's up to you. But that is all available. On the front is your individual micro pin adjustment. So you loosen the screw that you, or the screw in the pin that you want to move. And then on the bottom here is a micro adjust knob that you spin. And then that pin that you've loosened to activate on the lead screw moves up or down whichever direction you want to do. The nice thing is you can loosen 1 or 2 pins up or all the pins up should you want to micro adjust them all at once. That can be done right here on the back with the individual micro adjust for the pins. The bubble is still on the housing on the AccuStat 2 scope. That's a cool feature that allows you not to have to pull your eye off the center of the scope. It accepts the accessories that we have for any of our 41 size diameter scopes. So this will take a lens, it'll take a hooded lens retainer, and all those accessories that come available for the AX and the AV series 41 size scope. So moving on back to the sight. This sight does have first axis, second axis on the top here and the bottom. There's 2 screws for each adjustment, and then third axis on the top as well to set your uphill, downhill range capabilities to keep everything in line. That's just a feature that all high-end sights have. This one has it along with all of our others in the AXCEL sight lineup. So that's cool that we can still fine-tune that. We've got a lot of recommendations for the metal sight tapes. The metal sight tapes was a popular hit with our Achieve XP scope as well, or sight, and now we've incorporated that into the high-end Landslide hunting sight or target sight, whatever you're going to use it for. So it's going to come with 8 metal sight tapes. You'll be able to flip those from one side to the other, so essentially you'll have 16 to choose from, and then there are several holes here that you can mount your tape to, so that allows you to get the range you need wherever your pointer may fail or fall, and you can get the range you need in that regard. And with that, you can also do it on the back here. There's threaded holes to where you can mount your bracket either high or low to get the range you need. So that's all. There's a lot of adjustment within that to get your 20-yard mark wherever you need it, high in the elevation bar, to be able to shoot longer distances as the sight goes down the rail. Another cool feature new for this year is we've offered a 2-pointer system. So this is going to come with a upper pointer and a lower pointer. This allows archers to have a second reference point. Whether you're shooting a multi-pin housing like this or a single pin housing, you can adjust the pointers where you need them to have a quick reference should you need it for another aiming reference or aiming point. This is very popular among Western hunters that shoot longer distances, and they want to be set and ready to have a second reference available. So that pointer system is on there. Some people will use it, some people won't, but it's there for you. And it's a cool feature and an easy way to have a second reference point for a longer distance or however you wish to set it. So that's the pointer system. Also on the opposite side, we have a new adjustable dead stop. On our Accu Hunter sight, we had a dead stop as well, and it had a single adjustment screw that could be moved. This one has a slotted adjustment, and then it also has multiple holes to where you can choose to raise or lower this red piece that allows this little tab on the back of your sight to hit it. So what that does is, for a quick reference, if you're tree stand hunting and you moved your sight down to 50 yards because you had an animal working at 50 yards and you want to quickly go up to 20 yards, then you can run that dead stop up there and you know that it's going to be set. So that's a cool feature that allows that quick reference again for a hunting situation. So onto the slide. This is one of the smoothest gear actions that I felt in a slider sight. It's really smooth and really quick. It's kind of like a high helix adjustment, so it doesn't take a lot to move it from top to bottom. I just did 3 half a turn quick adjustments, and I pretty much gone from the top of the sight to the bottom. So you can literally run it all the way to the bottom, and there is a detent that doesn't allow the sight to completely come off, so you cannot lose your head. And it's likewise on the top and the bottom. That feature is built into the sight to where it will not come off. So that's cool. With the wheel, another cool thing about the wheel is it not only adjusts for micro adjust in small increments, but you can also press this button in, or the wheel in, and you can see it depress, and that's going to allow me to have a quick slide. So I can move this quickly from top to bottom if I wish, or down, or wherever I want to, and then it falls back into the teeth of the rail to be able to micro adjust. The micro adjust, as you can see, a little turn goes a long way. So when you're really, looking at trying to get it on a fine point, it doesn't take a lot of movement to do so. Additionally, on the back side here, I have a little tension lever, so I can adjust the amount of tension that it takes for my wheel to spin, or how the tension feels as I slide it up and down. So that's a cool feature that we've had on other, the AccuTouch and the Accu Hunter. And this one has gear teeth similar to our Achieve sight, to where if you reach a range and you want to go farther or less, you simply take that socket head cap screw on the top off, and you can select a different tooth to make it tighter or looser depending on your choice. So that's the tension lock lever. So those are the features for the new Landslide crossover sight, hunting / target sight, whatever you wish to use it as. For more information on this cool new sight or any of our products, check them out at AXCELarchery.com. We hope you really enjoyed the products for 2021. Should you have any further questions, feel free to contact us at trueball@trueball.com. We can set up a one-on-one Zoom meeting with you, show you in-depth pictures, photos, or just hands-on of all the new products. Stay tuned for more really cool products in 2021, and we hope you have a great year.